Hello there everybody, Sam's Trains here, and welcome not back to the railway, but to Wales. That's right, I'm not even in England today. So today we are here at the Talyllyn Railway. Now, like many Welsh narrow gauge railways, this railway actually started off as a Slate railway back in 1865, and it wasn't until 1951 that this turned into a heritage railway as we know it today. Now, this railway is pretty special because it was the first ever preserved heritage railway, and it was also the first narrow gauge railway in Britain to be approved for passenger use, which is amazing. This railway is also significant though because of its connection to the Reverend W. Awdry, who, as you all know, was the author of the Railway series and also the creator of Thomas the Tank Engine. And we're here to pay homage to the great man today because it is the Awdry Extravaganza, and hopefully there's going to be lots of things Awdry and Thomas for us to see today. Now, the weather looks like it's going to be pretty dodgy, so I'm expecting rain. Hopefully though, we'll be able to get some trains on camera for you today. So come with us, let's get cracking at the Talyllyn Railway. I've got Chloe today. Hello Chloe. A lot of people have been asking what's happened to you.
I'm still here, I'm still kicking.
Yeah.
I just have my own life.
I was going to say, I've let you out for today.
Exactly.
And then you'll be back in the back cupboard again.
I'm only allowed out to film.
Yeah, that's right. Shall we try and get on a train then? We're going to actually drive to the other end, aren't we? So we'll start at the other end. So we've just driven a few minutes to Talyllyn Wharf, and this is where most of today's events are going to take place, but unfortunately over these 5 minutes the heavens have completely opened and it's pouring with rain. So we were going to have a look round first, but I think now our first job is to try and get onto a train as quickly as possible so as not to get absolutely soaked. So we've managed to find some space inside a coach just because of the rain really. But it's not putting anybody off, is it? Everybody's carrying on. We've been less brave and we've come and sheltered in the coach.
Yeah, umbrella.
I was going to say it's going to be a long day. We'll get wet later, but not immediately upon arriving.
It was fine the whole drive, fine the whole walk in, and the minute you took the camera out.
Yep. It's not good. Well, we're off, so we might get a little look at some of the locos that are steaming up. That's Sir Hayden, and of course Sir Handel, and he's got his face on. So all the hedgerows have just opened out, and we've finally got some amazing views of the Welsh countryside. That's one of the things that's blown us away, isn't it? How gorgeous and dramatic the Welsh countryside was.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful.
And that's away from the railway as well. I mean, we're just talking about the drive, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, the roads are quite scary.
Yeah.
We had a very precarious drive last night, didn't we?
Yes. But we're here and we live to tell the tale.
We do, and look at that, it's just incredible.
Yeah, incredible bushes.
There's a lot of cows though, can I just say? There's a lot of cows, so I've been very happy.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of cows on the trip so far.
Actually, don't look now, but I think there's one in the shot at the moment.
Oh, this is the second time on this trip he's called me a cow.
It's just kind of your thing, isn't it? Strategic cut. So this appears to be a map of the Talyllyn. I think they said it was about 7¼ miles, so it's quite a good run. And of course, being narrow gauge, they're not exactly racing along either, so it's a really good long ride. Railway weddings, the perfect venue for your big day. Travel on board your own private vintage steam train. What do you think about that?
I don't think so.
You don't want to consider it?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because I've had my big day planned out since I was 6.
You realise...
It doesn't involve grain.
You realise who you'd be marrying, potentially. And I think it's quite fitting myself, but you heard it here, folks.
Jot it down in your notebook, then.
In my train spotter's log. Are you filming me? Oh, I won't put my glasses on then. Hello there, everybody.
Come on.
I'm here on the...
Where's sun gone?
So we're on the Talyllyn Railway. I've not really seen the locomotive yet. I don't know where we're going because everything's wet.
Wait, can I just stop you a minute?
Yeah.
Sam said he doesn't know where he's going because it's wet.
Well, yeah, normally I'd investigate, but we literally got here. I took one shot at the station and then it started raining. So we ran into this carriage. So I've not seen anything. I've not, sorry, I thought the branches were going to get me. Yeah, we've not seen anybody. We've not figured out what's happening today. We've not done anything. I don't even know the nature of the locomotive that's hauling us because I was too scared of getting the camera wet and I don't want to get soaked early on. So I would normally have some sort of explanation as to what we're doing and where we're going and what we've seen, but at the moment I've seen cows in fields, I've been attacked by triffids outside the window, and I think that's about the end of the list.
So basically we have no idea where we are, where we're going, what's happening.
No idea. And well, I can tell you that it's raining and that it's July and that it shouldn't be, but it is because this is England and more specifically Wales. No, that's...
Sam, do you not care about Wales as a country?
Yeah. In my in the last news video I did, I dared to say that it had been raining in England, and someone from, I don't know if it was Scotland or Wales, said, "Don't you realise there's such a place as Wales or Scotland? It's not just England." I think I offended someone deeply with that. But
as you can tell, he's not bothered by it.
Oh no, it didn't bother me at all. It just rolled off like water off a duck's back. But I do think that because I live in England, I could really only speak for the weather here in England. Not here because we're in Wales, but the weather in England.
Right, there's quite enough of that.
Here's a bit of a reminder of the line's heritage. Looks like a fence made of slate. And of course this was originally a slate carrying railway. So there's bits of the line's history wherever you look. There we go. So we're leaving the falls. And we reckon, looking at the map on the wall, that there's maybe 1 to 2 miles of the line left, which will make the journey about 40 odd minutes, something like that. So it's a good long ride. And there's more of the slate fencing. So you could tell that there is an abundance of slate in this area for them to do that.
An abundance of slate.
Slate's great stuff.
Sam's telling you what you need to know, guys.
Yeah, all the things you can do with slate.
It's not Minecraft.
But you can draw on it. You can put it on your roof. You can make fences with it. That's 3 things.
But you also can't come to the Talyllyn and steal the slate fence.
I wouldn't steal it.
For your own crafting purposes.
Well, no, but I've taken footage of it for my own crafting.
If you didn't know, everybody, Sam's side job is to peddle slate.
I'm a slate peddler. Chloe?
Yes, Sam?
Why does this engine's face look like it's melting?
Because it is. It's more the mouth for me.
Yeah, the mouth. The slightly pallid lips.
Very uncanny valley.
Very. Yeah, that is horrifying.
Horrifying, yeah, there you go.
Just horrifying. Well, I can see this moment playing back in my nightmares for the rest of my life, can you?
Slowly coming towards you.
Yeah. Each night, slightly closer. And this is the view at your bedroom window. So we're waiting here for about half an hour, apparently. And we've got these beautiful Talyllyn coaches. And the livery of these is gorgeous, don't you think? Got the lovely crests on the side, beautifully painted. They're quite nice inside as well, aren't they?
These trains are coupled together. What kind of couplings are these?
Screw link. Same with standard gauge stuff. And for those who want a pirate themed nightmare, we've got Sir Hayden. Getting a bit of Michael Jackson vibe from him, aren't you? Like perhaps his nose will drop off. And here comes Sir Handel. Just going to couple up behind Sir Hayden, I reckon. There's so much activity on the line today. We've got another passenger train here hauled by Dolgoff. Hopefully I've said that right. Another gorgeous, gorgeous steam engine. Well, here we've got Sir Hayden and Sir Handel, which are together for the first time at this event. And they really are together. Got them double heading. So this is Abergynolwyn, which is the second to last station on the line, and there's a bit of an Awdry exhibition here, which we're going to take a look at now. So here's a familiar sight. We've got Awdry's layout here, and so far I've seen Ginty Thomas running on here. Nice to see a different version of Awdry's Thomas, and also Percy. Oh, he needs a nudge. We can forgive him because he's old. I think he's having a long weekend already. Hey, he's getting there. Might be an inch at a time, but he's going. Look at these. We've got a Percy Mark I from 1949. Now that is a classic bit of history there. We've got Henry from 51 and a first James as well, looking quite different. So this is Dry Ore Station, and apparently this was built for the 6th series of Thomas and Friends, so screen used. And we've got Harold as well. It's a great Harold model, isn't it? It's massive. So this is Farquhar Mark III, which is an extension to the layout we've just seen. And the little sign says this was built in the early 70s. It's a beautiful little section, isn't it? Bye! Yeah, we've just met so many people. So if you're somebody on the picnic train who came to say hi, it was awesome to meet you, and I hope you had a fantastic day. So now we're back at Talyllyn Wharf, and it seems like every time we get here the rain starts. So I think now we're just going to have to go for it and try and give you the tour. A very, very realistic face on Talyllyn here. Whew. And look at this, we've got a Bagley Drury shunter here, which apparently is slightly more powerful than the one that Bachmann made in 009, but it still looks very similar. And how beautiful these little diesels are in real life. They're very, very quick over the points, aren't they? Like they fly over the points change, and they come straight back. And it's such a busy day, I suppose they've got to be quick. So the weather is just absolutely horrific, isn't it? And I have to say, Chloe has been an absolute star. She's holding the umbrella for me. I feel like a right nasty, rotten person standing with my poor woman holding the umbrella for me. It's not right, really, is it?
It's okay.
But anyway, on another note, another lovely shunter here. This one's number 5, Rusty. And I thought, since we're here and there seems to be no one swarming around it, we'd take a close look, see what this thing's like. Yeah, it's quite a nice machine, actually. I would usually go up to this and test the buffers, but I will ruin the camera and I will get soaking wet. Do you want to do it? Are they not sprung?
They're not sprung.
Goodness sake. I thought the Talyllyn would have sprung buffers, I really did. Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Do you want to go and spring them again just to double check?
You just want me to go out in the rain, don't you?
So this is a nice little inclusion. They've got a test track in several different gauges where you can presumably bring along purchasers and locos, give them a run, and also let people take a look at them as they go.
Oh, a nice blue train.
Well, this is interesting. Hands up who thought the Talyllyn was a narrow gauge railway. Well, you're wrong, because here there is a standard gauge railway. Now, it's only about 6 metres long, so you wouldn't get much of a ride on it, and indeed there is only enough room for a single wagon. But you heard it here first, there is indeed a standard gauge railway at the Talyllyns. The thing about the Talyllyn is it is a charity. This is not for profit, and apparently this event last year actually paid for about a year's supply of the railway's coal, which just goes to show how important events like this are. So anybody that comes to the Talyllyn, particularly the Awdry events, don't forget you are actually helping to pay for the future of the railway. I think it's quite an honour to be able to help the railway to stay alive and keep going. What's the date, Chloe?
The 20th?
The 20th of what month?
July?
July, you say?
Yeah.
So for those living overseas who are interested in what a British summer looks like, apparently this is it. Yeah, it's wet. See that over there on the ground?
No.
Slate.
Oh.
I think that's slate.
That's slate?
So this entire railway was built in the name of that substance. Slate.
Sorry, what was it called?
Oh, it's called slate.
Oh.
Yep. All sorts of uses: roofs, fences, chalkboards. That's the end of my list, but I'm sure there are many other uses. So one thing I have heard good things about is the museum here, the name of which I am going to avoid trying to pronounce for obvious reasons. But yeah, we're going to take a look in the museum and also the Awdry exhibition. So inside the Awdry exhibition, they've got the Mid-Sodor Railway here, which is a very pretty little layout, built by Wilbur Awdry in the 1960s, I believe. And there's also some faces out in front of it. Comment down below if you recognise who these faces belong to. Got some lovely narrow gauge engines here as well. We've got Stuart, Tim, then Albert III, Falcon, and maybe Falcon is a bit unreliable because there's also a spare Falcon. And here we've got Skarloey, in the flesh. I think this is the real screen-used Skarloey. Amazing to see this in the flesh, and I believe these are his faces as well, or some of his other faces. We've also got screen-used Freddy. Now, I've only ever seen Freddy as a horrible, cheap AliExpress toy before. Well, this is a bit different from that, isn't it? A proper TV-used Freddy. Amazing models. We've got all the old books here. Must be so many people who went to sleep as children having had these read to them. I guess the engine's faces outside then are quite accurate, judging by this. I reckon they give them the good coal. What was that, Chloe?
We found some cows with horns.
Cows with horns?
Yeah, horns.
So you're telling me we have come all the way to Wales to learn about the Reverend Awdry, the most legendary railway fiction writer there is.
Exactly.
We've seen all these wonderful props and artefacts.
Yeah.
And you're interested in the little plastic cows on the layout.
Exactly.
Well, if it make you come again next year, then I'm all for it. So there you have it, that was our day at the Talyllyn Railway. This is indeed supposed to be July, but as you can see, the rain has just come down so heavily, but it was worth the trip, I think. We've seen so much, and of course, what a wonderful nod to the Reverend Awdry himself. He obviously had such close connections to this railway because he first came here on holiday, and I suppose he must have fallen in love with the railway because soon after that he became a volunteer, and he spent a lot of years here at the railway. And actually a lot of the railway series stories that he wrote were based on the events that happened in real life here at the railway. So this isn't only where Awdry came to spend some time, it's where a lot of the railway series stories actually came from. So what an amazing experience to come here. It doesn't matter that it's wet. I was talking to Dan, who helps to arrange this event, and he says it always rains, so it's not a massive surprise. But yeah, a fantastic event. If you can get tickets, and that's not easy because it does sell out very quickly, but if you can get tickets, I would recommend coming to this event because it is a lot of fun. And for me and Chloe, this has been our first time at the Talyllyn, never been here before. What an exciting thing to experience for the first time. And you know what? All of the rolling stock's undercover. There's plenty to do indoors because of the museum and the exhibition and the refreshment centre, of course. So even if it does rain, it's not going to spoil your day too much, even though I think I am getting rather wet. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, everybody.